Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another session of Qur'anic Arabic Recitation with Tajweed Rules. In this session, we will study the third letter of Arabic alphabet, that is called Ta, and its sound is T. Okay, and what is its makhraj, articulation point? It is top part of the tip of the tongue and the gum line of the two top incisors. So we need to explain that first. Before going to that, we have to explain the tongue itself. Okay, so what we can do, if you see, the tongue can be divided in multiple parts. So if you see here, this one is, that's the tip of the tongue, that's the tip of the tongue. Okay, and if you see, let me change the color. Okay, that one. Okay, if you see here, this part is, that's the top of the tip, that's the top of the tongue. So the first one is the tip of the tongue, and the next one is the top of the tongue, and from there to there, for example, is, let's see, this is the tip of the tongue, this one is the middle part, that's the middle part of the tongue, and this one is the deepest part of the tongue. And if you see, these are the sides. So we can divide tongue into multiple parts. The first one is, let me write again, show it. The first one is called the tip of the tongue. Second one is the top, the top part of the tongue. This one is the middle part of the tongue, and this one is the deepest part of the tongue. And we have the sides of the tongue, because all these parts will be used in future sessions. So that's why you need to know this. Okay. Okay. So what we said here, okay, we said the top part of the tip of the tongue. So this is the top part of the tip of the tongue. So if you see a tongue has three parts. One is the front, and the front of the tip, the top side of the tip, and the underneath. So we will be using for this particular alphabet the top part of the tip of the tongue, okay, and the gum line of the, this is the gum line, you see here, of the top incisors. So these two teeth are called incisors. That's the top incisors, and opposite to them are the bottom incisors. So for this one, we use the top part of the tip of the tongue and the gum line. This is the gum line of the top two incisors. Okay, you can see here in this diagram as well. So we use the top part of the tip of the tongue, and we use the gum line of the top two incisors. Okay, let me explain further with the 3D model. That would be, let's see, explain that. Okay. So if we go here, see, there you go. Okay, so as we explained earlier, okay, so can you see here, this part is the tip of the tongue, that is the top side of the tip, and this is the underneath side. So we will be using the top side, the top side of the tongue. Okay, so that's the top side of the tip of the tongue, top side of the tip of the tongue. Okay, so I think that's the best explanation. So you can see from the top or the side. So this is better explanation. So see, this is the tip of the tongue, and we will be using the top side of the tip of the tongue. So this part will touch, if you see this one here. So that's okay. This one. So this is the top incisors, these two, and this bit, the top side of the tip of the tongue, will touch this area. So that's the basically the articulation point for ta. Okay. I hope this will help you to understand properly. Okay. Back. Okay. Go back. Okay. Next one, is it a light letter or heavy letter? It is a light letter. So whenever we are pronouncing it, our lips, mouth should remain flat. Ta, ta. So as if we are going to start smiling. Ta. Okay. Is it a connector or non-connector? It is a connector. It is a connector. Why? Because if you see its connecting forms, then that will prove that it is a connecting. Okay, that can prove that it is a connecting letter. Because what happens with the connecting letter is you can connect before or after with its middle when it comes in the middle of a letter. So in the when it is written as separate, it looks like this, and if it's in the beginning, then you can connect other letters after it. If it is in the middle, then you can connect other letters with it before it and after it. If it comes at the end of a word, then it can connect other letters before it. So it is a connecting letter. Okay. How it is written. So if you see, this is exactly the same way it's written as ba, but we still go just explain it briefly, and then we will do practical part. So it is written with a single stroke, single stroke, and it begins from the right with a slightly curved downwards. So it begins with the right, slightly curved downwards, horizontal stroke, and followed by a vertical extension. That's vertical extension, ending in upward words. Okay, vertical extension, ending upward, slightly curved. Okay, if you see that one, it's slightly curved, and it's horizontal. It's the horizontal stroke giving is a canoe-like shape as well. This is the canoe-like shape. It has two dots on top of it, and again this one rests on the line as well, the imaginary line. Sorry, we haven't written it down. Practical, how to write it. If it's in that state, you start like this, one line, two lines. 1, 2. It stays on the line. If it's in the beginning, so yes, two dots, 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2. If it's written in the beginning, okay. If it's in the middle, okay, and if it is at the end. Okay, can we connect them? Yes. If you see here, you can connect this one here, this one there. Okay, so if we just make one word from it, so that would be there. Yeah, so now you can connect it like this. Okay. Okay, the equivalent of ta is the consonant T. It's not the same, but it has similar sound to it, because it's a bit harsh if you say T, but it's quite similar, Okay, so for transliteration purposes, we use the T sound, T from English letters. Okay. And that's it. That's the end of this session. We will see you in next session, inshallah. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.